Hey, what's up? So, I won locals again, playing Exosister, and I wanted to make an updated deck profile because the last profile was playing 41 with Upstart, and it was playing Lava Golem, a card that just doesn't work in the deck. So let's just get into it. I am playing 3 Martha. I've gone down to 2 Sophia for no other reason than to keep the deck at 39 with Upstart. This is still my favorite one. If you don't want to play Upstart, then just play 3 of this one. This one draws a card, drawing cards is fun. Playing 3 Stella. This card summons 1 from hand, so it probably should be at 3 in a deck that is a little bit rough sometimes to get monsters on the board. Play 3 Elise, and I play the 1 Irene. For the hand traps, 3 Shifter, 3 Ash Blossom, and 3 Imperm. Same as last video. I played 3 Dark Ruler, 3 Pax. I bumped Armament up to 3. Here's why. This card reminds me of playing Dramaturge in Despia. It's a card that you're not really going to go out of your way to search for all that often because there are just better things to go search for, like Adlib. In this case, you would search for Vadis, or you would search for Pax, or you would search for Returnia. So I feel like a card like that should either be at 3 or it should be at 0. Like, what is the point of playing Armament if you're never going to go search it? It's just a card that you happen to draw, and it happens to not be bad in that scenario. I don't think that that's very good. I think Armament's effect is very powerful. To just be able to floodgate your opponent out, and you didn't work for it at all. Like, you can open Sophia and an Armament, and then that is enough to floodgate your opponent, which to me seems like it is worth playing. Then I played 1 Upstart and 1 Called By. For the traps, I'm still on triple Vadis and 2 Returnia. It's been working fine for me so far. Last 3 cards in the deck are Goes and Match, and the reason that I would rather main this than side it is for when I get hit with a Nibiru, which there's pretty much nothing I can do about, so I just set this, and then hopefully the game's over for them. Like, I just hope that they can't beat Goes and Match. For the extra deck, a couple things have changed. I am playing 2 Mikalis, playing 1 Asophiel, 1 Jabreen, and 2 Caspitel. Playing double Magnifica. I still haven't had the second one come up. Playing the 1 Zeus. I'm playing a Link package now. I'm playing Lina, Celine, and Access Code. Never summoned any of it. Then I will show you that I am playing Ultimate Slayer in the side, so I'm playing 1 Omega, 1 Entis, and 1 Trouble Sunny. Yep, I'm playing the brick. So for the side, we'll just start with Ultimate Slayer. So I'm playing 1 Evil Twins Kissakill and Leela, and 3 Ultimate Slayer. The idea is that you go Ultimate Slayer, target a Link monster like Spright Elf. It's unrespondable by monster effects. It'll send this as cost, and then you banish Trouble Sunny. You send this from deck to the grave, and then you can out another card on their field. It'll send it to the grave. So this one card can out a Link monster, and it can out like a back row. It's pretty arguable if it's worth playing, especially in this deck. This deck plays Shifter. Ultimate Slayer doesn't work under Shifter. You would mainly bring this in against Despia, which I did play against, but I never drew this card, so I didn't get to see the power play of return your opponent's Mirror Jade to deck, not triggering it, sending Entis, and then you pop a card. Like, that play would be such a massive swing. I did actually use it against a Spright Elf, and I sent this, and then he DD crowed this, and then I went for an Upstart Goblin, and I drew into this. It was just amazing. The reason I'm playing Omega as my target for Slayer is it can shuffle a card from the grave, and then that would trigger your Martha, so you can then Xyz summon. Probably never gonna come up, but it could. You go Ultimate Slayer, target a Baronne de Fleur, return it, then like this can go return their like Fairy Tale Snow to grave. I definitely don't think that it's the worst thing ever, but it's definitely not mandatory to play the deck. Then I played 3 Sphere Mode. The only deck that I Sphere Moded today was Floowandereeze, and I lost that game. So, yeah. You definitely play this instead of Lava Golem. I feel like this deck wants to have something like this, just a card that can get over their field, but it's probably not mandatory. Like, this could probably be Raigeki. For the back removal, I was playing 1 Cosmic, 1 Reboot, and triple evenly. 5 is probably enough. It's above a 50% chance to see them, and I played Cosmic over Duster, so I can hit things like Anti-Spell Fragrance, which are pretty good against your deck, because Pax is main phase only. Last 3 cards were 3 Solemn Judgment. I'll do another test hand for this video, just because the last one was not super amazing. I didn't even end on Magnifica, so hopefully I draw better this time. And we drew the Starlight. So we'll go Martha effect. Go Elise. Yeah, this is Magnifica. I'll overlay these two for Caspitel. Mandatory effect on summon. Then we'll go effect to search. We'll search for a Sophia. And you can see how vulnerable this deck is to something like a hand trap. Like if I got impermed there, my play is what? Normal Stella, set 3 pass. That's why you want to have something like Gozen. So I will normal the Stella and I'll go effect to summon out the Sophia. And then I'll go Sophia effect to draw 1. Cut 5. We'll draw. Useless. We'll overlay. War Michaelis. We'll go effect to search. Doesn't really matter which ones you detach. We'll grab a Returnia. Then you have a choice here. You can either set 4 and just pass on this, and you can use Returnia's second effect to Exceed summon these two into a Magnifica during their turn, or you can play more into Imperm by just summoning the Magnifica and then passing on this. And then this line of play is you still have the option to Exceed summon with Vadis, summon Sophia and Irene with Vadis, and then you can go Returnia. I'll just show the cards I'm activating. Then you can go Returnia to banish a card they control or in their grave, and then you can Exceed summon using these two, and you can summon something like this. And you can just floodgate them out. They can't activate effects in the graveyard for the rest of the turn. And then if they try to play through that, you can Imperm them, you can Gozen them, you can Magnifica, banish another card. So yeah, that more shows like things you can do with the deck instead of the other test hand in the other video. That was just kind of like, yeah, I unfortunately didn't hit well off my cards, so I'll just set my hand. At least we got Magnifica this time. Thanks for watching.